Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now. Opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Aaron Donald with a sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. From the gun, it's Lance. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this will right on the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Lance, he gets this out wide to Gibbs. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. Now Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action, now it's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Read option, this is Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Swinging this out for Pollard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 12 carries, 77 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. What he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw here. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. That's to the tight end, Laporta. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
My man, old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown in the last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a play fake here on first down. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll start with the option. Shoves him aside. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense is all over, continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Luke Schoonmaker.
31 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
So here come the Lions now.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And the Lions first down.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
51 yards.
And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion, Hill.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now he's into the clear again. He may go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
67 yards.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Cowboys 22.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The kickoff for the Lions.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They run the option on second down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And Lance again going to keep it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Riley Patterson for the Lions field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up. There's a diving catch right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They're going to look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down. Here's Gibbs.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown!
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it.
So would that mean 3 weeks in the books and they creep above 500 now at 2-1?
You know, I played with a